East Chicago, we're down here in the 38th block of Main Street. We're looking at the 39th block of Main Street. And as you can see, the construction is going on. We've dealt with a lot of problems, some hidden things that was revealed along this project. But when you put it as timing, when you look at how well they're moving, we're looking for this project to finish up early. But it's a thing of how early is early. We know it can't be done fast enough, but we're doing the project right. You can look down, you see the sewer pipes going in, new water lines, fiber optic cable is going down. When we get done, new sidewalks, new road, new lighting. But I tell everybody, we ask for your patience, but when we do these projects, we're gonna do them right. We're gonna do them timely and we're gonna do them right. Across the 37th, 38th, 39th, and the 40th block of Main, this is a $4.3 million project. Again, this is what you can do with a balanced budget. When I came in, I tell everybody, I don't get tired of saying it, the city was $15 million in debt. We've wiped out that deficit, and now we can do total reconstruction. You're going to see the same thing. We will be doing it on Broadway. Again, total reconstruction. Then all of Main and Broadway will be done. And this is when you'll see when the new businesses come, we do not have to disrupt them. What we're doing now is for the future. Hyatt and Palmer, the study that we had, they came in and they showed us that if we get this right, we can do this template anywhere across the city. We're doing all of Northcott, all of Bering. We're doing 145th. Traditionally, where you saw that hump when you were going to Hammond, but East Chicago, these are the type of projects we can do on a balanced budget. We're doing quality of life improvements in the parks. We're down here today talking to some of the businesses, again, asking them for their patience. They're starting to see the bigger picture now. And East Chicago, as always, I tell you, when I see something that's bigger than me, it humbles me. The opportunity that we have to now to do this work across our whole city. When you go across the city, you see those cones or those barrels in the middle of the street. That's where literally underneath a sewer has collapsed. This is why we're doing total reconstruction. In Chicago, this year we're probably going to do $30 million in construction, letting the projects out along the waterfront, the Aldous Street Bridge. But one of the important projects we're getting ready to do is the Columbus Drive Roundabout. Again, this is going to be another one of those projects that we ask for your patience, but when we're done, you're going to get enjoyment for years and years to come. So East Chicago, we ask for your patience, and you're going to see the investment that's going into your city, and the return is going to be bar none. So again, we just ask for your patience. Thank you.
Brent Jeffries with Grimmer Construction on the East Chicago Main Street project. Just wanted to give you an update. I spoke with LaTanya yesterday and she asked if we could give a little overview of what we've done so far and what we're going to be doing. Just let all the residents know we started about a month ago. We encountered some concrete and old trolley tracks, I guess, that ran through here 50 to 100 years ago. We removed those. Some of the residents have asked what the problem was with those and why we had to take them out and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And the reason is because in order to do the project, there's certain parts of the stuff that have to be ran to both sides of the road. So the trolley tracks have been removed. Everything seems to be going on schedule now. As far as what we've done, we started at Columbus and we have ran the sanitary sewer to 139th. We're in the process now of turning around, going back the other way, putting in all of the laterals to all the businesses and houses. If you live on the street, you've probably noticed a lot of marking boards and whatnot, and that's because originally when they installed this, about every 25 feet they put a lateral and a water service which now are not in use, but we still have to track each one down and dye test them to make sure that they are not in service. So when we get back to Columbus with the laterals, our plan next is to turn around and install the water main. The water main we'll put in, and then we have to pressure test, and then we have to bacteria test the water main before we can hook the residents in. So the old water main will stay in service until then, and as soon as that is installed and tested, then we plan on laying the storm sewer, and another crew will fall behind us and start tying the residents into the water. So once that happens, then the sanitary will be in, the water will be in, the storm will be in. We'll come back through and install curb inlets for rainwater drainage, and after that the electricians will put in the conduits for the new street lighting. We'll start on the hard surfaces, the curbs, the sidewalks, prep for pavement. After that the pavement will go down, and I know everybody kind of wonders why we don't do it all at one time, but as you can see, the sanitary pipe is at one elevation, and then you have to run the sanitary lines off of that. Then after that, you have to do the water services, or the water main, and that gets tested for purity and for pressure. And then you can tie that in, and then the rest of it just kind of falls in line after that. So as of right now, I think the project's going pretty well. Residents seem to be cooperating and trying to weather the storm the best they can. So I hope things continue to go well, and we'll do everything we can to get your road back in service as soon as we can. Time frame is probably Christmas of 2016. Nope, that's a joke. Probably the time frame is around October. So I think that probably a couple more months, it looks like, because it'll take us another week or two on the sanitary services, and then it'll take a week or so to put the main in, and then the testing is a week. And you know, the weeks eventually run into probably a couple months is what I'm thinking, legitimately, until the pavement goes down.
Have there been any major concerns regarding the businesses?
No, I can't think of anything. Everything is went pretty well, other than, like I said, one of the biggest problems I think we encounter is just the excess connections. And when we come along a connection, we have to investigate that. You know, is it this building's connection? And 10 feet away will be another one. So then you'll have to go and get in touch with the resident or the business owner and dye test that line to make sure that that's the one. And then a lot of the, you know, a lot of this construction, I think the water main was put in the 40s, maybe the 30s. The sanitary is all brick manholes, so that can tell you probably early 1900s it was put in. And it's just, at that point there was no mapping or any GPS to log any of it in. So once you tear it up and you get down there, it's just kind of like digging for buried treasure. Whatever you find, you got to investigate. So it's going pretty good so far.
Speaking of buried treasure,
yes.
Have you guys ever found anything of interest?
I have a couple good stories on that. One is we did dig across a fruit cellar once that was full of gold coins. We didn't get to keep them, the city kept those. And we did dig up a Miller beer bottle completely full with the cork and the cap still on it. So that's our two big treasure finds over the years. No bodies, no dinosaurs,
Was
no
that
nothing.
here in the city of Chicago?
No, it wasn't. It was in Notre Dame. The gold coins were at Notre Dame. But the beer bottle was in Hammond, so.
That's close.
Yeah.
After this project is complete, do you intend on moving down on Main Street right away, or?
You know, I think that's going to depend on, not positive, but I think it's going to depend on the progress, how fast this goes, everybody's interest in getting it going, whether we can, you know, make that move as fast and as quickly as we're doing here, being as it's going to be through the winter. But I would anticipate, if everybody's on board with it, that we'll just move right on to the next section.
East Chicago, we're out here at Tide Park showing our recent installation of this new equipment. It's called an urban gym. This concept is for physical fitness for the family. We thought we would put the urban gym equipment here. Then if parents working out, then they can look to the proximity of the children playing on the new playground equipment. Then the parent can work out and at the same time watch their kids. We're getting ready to do the final touches. They're gonna come and do a little cleaning up in the area, sprucing up. But all of this was born out of one night when I couldn't sleep. It was about 3:30 in the morning, and I clicked the TV on, and I saw a documentary in Mexico. In Mexico City, they was installing this equipment around in the plazas because in Mexico, they were saying they was dealing with the high diabetes rate and the overweight problem that they were having. It was creating a health problem. So there they started putting these out in the plaza, and I'm watching it and I said, man, that would be nice to have here. So I flipped over, I Googled urban gym, and that's what this was born out. This was born out of me seeing a good idea someplace else and say, why can't it be done here? So we've put these in Todd, Kosciuszko, and Washington Park. These will be our pilots to see how well the equipment take. Then from there, we would look to put it in other places, or we may just make these premier features in these parks. Here in Todd, when you couple it with the walking trail that we have here and the other amenities, the benches and the other things that we would put here, then this will be a standalone park, almost like a fitness park. So again, East Chicago, these are the type of things we can do when we've wrestled with that budget. We got it balanced. And now these are the things that you will see come out of that East Chicago, that now we can invest in the quality of life issues, and health is always a quality of life issue. Oh, you can do it together, okay.
That's it. Do this. Right.
You know, what I liked about this stuff right here, Latanya, that, you know, it's made for the elements on the outside, easy, low maintenance, take a beating, take a ticking, and, you know, that was the key, but everything is just made for basic movement and motion. Yeah, I like this. Yes, like the skis, yes. Northern track is built on the northern track.
It gives you a good,
Yeah, so.
it gives you a good, it gives you a little bit of fat, but it's
Are you strong? A little bit?